Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Allied Rivals podcast, and we are here with our Western Conference semifinals predictions for the
Yes,
NBA
sir.
2021 to 2022 season. This is the Dallas Mavericks versus the Phoenix Suns preview. AJ,
Yep.
how you doing?
Dude, I'm doing really well. I know I haven't talked about this a lot because we're talking about basketball, but since the Bears didn't have a first round draft pick, I just got to sit back and watch Georgia players get drafted for like 2 hours. So I was just having fun, man. It's like I'm doing good. NBA's been great. Gonna go finish the Warriors game in a little bit after this, but yeah, I'm doing all right, man. How about you?
Yeah, this has been a good day. I've said it once, twice, and I'll say it again. The Bucks won today. The Bucks won game 1. What a great day.
Oh
What
yeah.
a day. But we're not here to talk about the Bucks, however much I love the Bucks. We are here to
Yep.
talk about the Dallas Mavericks versus the Phoenix Suns.
Oh yeah.
Game 1 is Monday 2nd, which for us that's tomorrow, but
That's
whenever you're
tomorrow.
watching
Yep.
this, yeah, Monday, May 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
AJ, are you ready to talk about this thing?
Absolutely. This is
Absolutely.
like a weird matchup in terms of like who they played previously. Like the previous series were really weird. So I'll start with the Dallas Mavericks. I would like to issue my condolences to every single Utah Jazz fan in basketball. They just did not have the defense to Mavericks, even without Luka Doncic. Jalen Brunson turned into Kevin Durant for like 3 games. And I'm sorry, people are going to try to blame Rudy Gobert for helping too much, but he's got to help because nobody else is covering anyone. And so the Mavericks took advantage of the Utah Jazz's drop coverage defense, basically using Rudy Gobert to say, hey, please do everything for us. And so the Mavs moved on. Even when Luka was banged up near the end of the series, he wasn't healthy for the first few games. They came in and they closed it out, even though the Jazz had every possible chance to be able to win Game 6, but I'm not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Mavericks. They have an incredibly dynamic offense. Dorian Finney-Smith, Reggie Bullock from 3, Jalen Brunson, like I said, is turning it up in the playoffs. He's looking like Jamal Murray last year. That's what he's looking like at this point. And then Spencer Dinwiddie off the bench. He's a little bit boomer bust every now and then, but he dropped 19 in the clutch Game 6. And so now they're going up to play the Phoenix Suns. And for me, the biggest question is, are they going to be able to outshoot the Suns? Because the Suns have great defense. DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges, one of the DPOY candidates. Devin Booker, if he's at 100%, he's not the best defender out there, but they're definitely going to be a lot tougher than they just faced against Utah. And some of those games are real close. So the question is Luka, Finney-Smith, Brunson, are they going to be able to outshoot the Suns on a team that's efficient? They're the number 1 team in the league for a reason. Monty Williams was our coach of the year, mine for the 2nd year in a row, for a reason. The Mavericks are going to have to shoot extremely well in the paint and from 3 if they're going to be able to beat the Phoenix Suns, who just play incredible defense with Ayton and Bridges especially. It's going to be a tough series for them. Also, you're muted.
I was going to say, before I talk about the Phoenix Suns, let me just shout out Lightning Bauer here real quick.
What's up, man?
What's up, Lightning Bauer? Thanks for joining us.
Let
me know what you think will win the series. But AJ, let me break down the Phoenix Suns real quick.
Go ahead, man.
Suns, what did they have, like 60 some wins or something?
Yeah, I think it was what, 62? 67, I believe is what it was.
67 wins.
64. I'm still wrong. 64 wins.
64 wins. That's 18 losses. And that is a great team right there. Now, without banged up Devin Booker, yeah, it's going to be a little different because he's obviously one of the best mid-range shooters in the league. Still a good three-point shooter, but one of the best mid-range shooters in the league. And when you have him and Chris Paul, 2 of the best mid-range shooters in the league, it's lethal. And you're just scoring bucket after bucket. So, yeah, the Pelicans took them to 6. It was a little nerve-wracking at times because I was like, man, I don't want to get this prediction wrong because I didn't even pick the Pelicans to make it out of the play-in.
Yeah, you were making fun of the Pelicans last episode.
Yeah, look, I was surprised they made it out of the play-in, but Lightning Bauer knows that they're without Booker, but he still thinks they'll win the series. Well, let me just give my prediction right now after I break this down, actually. The Suns are still amazing. Look, you got guys like Mikal Bridges, Cameron Payne, sixth man of the year nominee Cam Johnson.
Yep, true.
And just so many role players. And DeAndre Ayton's gotten better. He's not like one of your best centers in the league, but he's still improved a ton over his 4 or 5 years in the NBA. And then obviously, even without a healthy 100% D book, you're probably still going to get like 27, 30 minutes out of him. Chris Paul's going to do what he does best. So I'm going to give my predictions right now. I think we're going Suns in 6.
Okay.
This is really tight, I think, because I think a lot of these games are going to be really close. I've seen how the Mavericks play, and I think their biggest mistake ever was trading away Kristaps Porzingis. Now, as we've pointed out, it covered up some different holes, and because what's his name? Luka Doncic and Porzingis play pretty similarly.
Yeah.
As far as
their offense was completely stagnant. It was whoever had it. You knew so
that fixed some problems, but it also demolished some of their height. I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm very confused.
Suns in 6. I'm just saying. I just wish Porzingis was back on the Mavs. That's just my rant right there. AJ, you want to give us your prediction?
Sure. I'm gonna say Suns in 6, and part of the reason why is because, look, the Jazz, I feel like just aren't quite built for the playoffs. I think the Mavericks got a nice break being able to play them round 1. I think they would have struggled against the Nuggets, I think, for sure, having to shut down Jokic. I think they would have struggled against the Warriors, for sure. And meanwhile, the Suns got a Pelicans team that was surprisingly good. Like, the beginning of the season, we thought they were going for the worst record in history, them and the Rockets. All of a sudden, they make it to the play-in. Brandon Ingram, Mr. Kinston, North Carolina, is thinking balling out like nobody's business. CJ McCollum is CJ McCollum and drops 24 points from 3 basically every other night. And they're coached incredibly well. Willie Green, quietly has made a very deep roster. If you look at their last game against the Suns, 6 different guys, I think, scored 10 points off of the bench. It's nuts.
Yep.
So I think the Suns had a really tough test. D-Book is going to come back. He played 32 minutes in the last game against the Pelicans. I think he'll be fine and good to go. I just don't think the Mavericks are going to be able to have the defense to shut down the Suns. I think the Suns are going to be able to punish them inside with Ayton. I think they're going to be able to get the shooting down with a healthy D-Book and Chris Paul. And then Mikal Bridges, I think he's not going to – Luka can't exactly be locked up. He'll get buckets on you. You'll get a couple stops on him. But I think the Suns definitely had a tougher series last time, and I think that's prepared them to play the Mavericks. So I'm going to go Suns in 6.
Yeah. I think the Suns are going to turn it on for this series. I think they were a little not playoff ready last series. But luckily they had the Pelicans. Yeah. Now they have the Mavericks. Let's see if they can get it done.
Yeah.
I think that's all for me. AJ, you got anything else?
I think I'm all good. Yeah.
All right, man. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time on the one and only Out Rivals podcast.
Adios.